Just gonna lift the toilet seat. Let's see what's going on here. Like 16 roaches just scurried away from the bowl as I lifted the seat. Is there toilet paper? I mean, if I need to go, I'm going. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off. And now here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearland Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. Into the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. This place looks old. The sign, at least, reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Every week? We have to wait a week to get out of here if we want to leave? It arrives at 11 a.m. and leaves at 11:01 a.m. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Albusi. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Well, my bad. You invited me here. What do you... Oh, I'm sorry. You look annoyed. You have to pick up the person who you wanted to come. Like... Looks like somebody needs a hug. I'm so sorry for your loss. Come here, cuz. Bring it in. You go for a hug. She tries to pull away, but it's too late. You squeeze tightly, your cousin squirming in your grip. Okay. I said okay! She pulls away from you, dusting off her clothes. Something you should know about me is that I'm not really a hugger. Sorry, I'll keep that in mind. Good. Now, come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. This place is gross. It's a dingy place. Your cousin turns around and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. I'm so exposed playing this game. Look, I know how to read, I swear. She kind of looks like my sister. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. I wonder how she would react if I showed up and I was hot. Huh? Oh wait, she's my cousin. Well, the point still stands. You know, people are more sociable to people that they think look good or attractive, even if it's not in like a romantic way. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. Huh. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. I don't know why my mom left, or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever. What's done is done. It's in the past. How are you holding up? I don't know her. Why would I say that? I'm just gonna say, so, the funeral? So, the funeral, it's on Sunday. Right? Yup. Like I told you. Well, you didn't tell me! I didn't know that! If I knew that, I wouldn't have asked that! Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been just fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Coffins, it's like $5,000. It's like thousands of dollars for a good coffin. I'll dig the hole. I'll dig the hole. Manual labor. I have to ask these questions. Oh no, I can remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Yeah, especially if she just lost her mom, dude, the best thing you can do, especially with these, like, she clearly is very tired, like, and just dealing with loss is like, if you don't know the person, just kind of being silent is a great thing sometimes. Especially if you're driving, like, put on some tunes. Maybe don't. Don't do that, actually. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you as you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside. You can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. But alas, here you are. I'm gonna do so much reading. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on the hinges, and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Yo, is this gonna be like Monster House? The house is alive and it will eat you type of thing? Well, welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. And I mean only a few will be safe, so I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere. Because if you value your limbs, well, the floors have been known to give out, so maybe avoid walking. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And the hallways, I guess. Oh yeah, you're gonna be in the hallways. What's gonna happen in the hallways? What? You just said that I'm safe in my room, the bathroom, and the kitchen. You said that with complete confidence. And then you realized, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be walking in the hallways. Is that not guaranteed safety? That's the only way I can get to these rooms, is using the hallways. You mean to, like, climb on the ceiling or something? Like, but only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. Okay. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Street smart, I'm gonna lie. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You are lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know. Ever. You are a very good liar. Oh, that's gonna screw me over later. Because you're gonna get not caught in a lie, but you're not gonna be able to say something else because of a previous lie you said. Probably. Interesting. She looked nervous when I said that, though. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture, even now. Shall we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman comes from town and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. Okay, note that down. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Okay. I want your mac and cheese or your ice cream. Although the mac and cheese does sound pretty good. What's the name of this cat? Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. All right. What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. I want to ask about the cat. Is that your cat? What's its name? Fro. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. I'll leave the cat be. It's not my cat. I don't just go around touching animals. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces. But for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. You're setting the expectation really high for me to fall through these floors. So if I don't get to fall through one of these floors while I'm walking around in the middle of the night, I'm going to be severely disappointed. Like, this house will have let me down if at some point I don't just randomly collapse through the ceiling and, you know, like Looney Tunes fall on a table or something. If you make me break any bones, though, I'm going to freak out. There's like actual injuries and punishments to getting hurt. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you will if you must. Wait, do what you must if you will. You know, yeah, whatever. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and many mysterious stains paint the floor. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a wonderful bathroom. Just gonna lift the toilet seat. Let's see what's going on in here. Like 16 roaches just scurried away from the bowl as I lifted the seat. Is there toilet paper? I mean, if I need to go, I'm going. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must, and you rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh, and I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. Did you want me to come here or not? Like, what? The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Okay, I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can pick up your belongings. They really like that word, foyer. Is that how you say that? I think it's how you say that. Foyer.
Foyer.
Oh, you just say foyer. Okay, I put a little bit of a twist on it, you know? I make it sound a little bit more fancy. The foyer. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties on the toilet, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been a bit testy since you got here. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Yeah, it kind of seemed that way, by the way. Like, it kind of seemed that way, so I just didn't mess with her all that much. Like, yeah, you could say, like, oh, this place is so dusty, but it's like, she's giving you a place to stay. Like, why would you even start to complain? Like, just, yeah, this is nice. I like this. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Oh, whoa, she just zoomed away. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Yeah, let's go straight to the no, because the floor will break and then she'll know. Like, something will break and she'll know based off that. I'm just gonna settle into my room. You stand at the entrance to your room. I want to look at this painting that's staring at me. Is that her mom? Has the same, like, kind of dead fish eyes kind of look that she was giving me. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so not knowing much about your family isn't much of a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. I've earned it. Okay. Why do you need to show me this POV? You immediately collapse onto the bed. You are tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Close the blinds. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places. You can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Huh? Okay. If I can't nap, then I guess that's enough. I'll just move on. PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. I'm making that peanut butter and jelly, buddy. Oh, yeah. So well done that it's got sparkling little stars next to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Well, after stuffing myself with that delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I believe that I will head to town. I really want to click this, though. Investigate the forbidden wing of the estate. Hey, I'll just say this. It's better to ask forgiveness than to ask permission. Even if the person explicitly said you do not have permission to do this thing, still better to just ask for forgiveness. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Okay, well, I wasn't that interested. Street smart. An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. Did I just picklock it? As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Oh, this is like from Dawn to Dawn, that like haunted room where they had like Beethoven playing the piano. Oh. Am I about to get into a spirit fight? Because I don't have any special powers. On second thought, no, yeah, I'm gonna enter. This sounds interesting, man. Oh, just kidding. Nope, there's floating chairs. Get me out of here. Get me out. Get out. Get out. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. It's clear that the chaos of nature is doing its best to reclaim this place. Years of detritus have piled here like gathering leaves, and the tiled floor has been torn apart, destroying the order that once made this place beautiful. Keen eye. The piano that you heard from the doorway has grown louder, and you feel pretty confident that it's coming from the other side of the obstructed glass door ahead of you. Okay. Maybe it's just a self-playing model. Or maybe you aren't as alone here as you once believed that you were. Let's examine the painting. I don't really want to touch anything, but I'll look. Like, no harm in looking. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry scratches cover the space where your mother should be. Dang! Yeah, I'm getting out of here, bro. Heck no. The less I see, the less I know. The more I see, the more I know. So I just don't want to see anything. Get me out of here. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay in this estate on your own. Yeah, I'm gonna head to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to actually do here. You leave the estate behind and head out to explore the town. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, there's a little pug! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Oh, a pug. She's so cute. Thanks. She is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's gotten a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. That's actually amazing. She's 17? That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? But where are my manners? Talking to you this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. What's that? You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? None of your business. I'm gonna introduce myself. Hi, I'm Albushi. Oh, you must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come into town for the funeral. How's she been holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. Or wait, she's putting on a front. I don't think she's been doing too well. She's been icy, sure, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is or if she's just been putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known for... The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody. Stop! Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as... The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far as back as they can... The town's really small, so everyone's known everybody else. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midnight Summer's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was a little more than prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, my bad. If you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Sure. Why not? This pug is doing so much work for you. Whatever your name is, Stella. This pug is so cute. Awesome. Let's go. Oh my gosh. And the whole town's here. What type of pie is that? The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, liveless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. And then they all stop and turn and stare at you. The flesh holding your soul feels brittle as all eyes peer within. Oh. I was kidding, but all of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment.